introduce myself. First of all, I've been watching everybody's ASMR for years now. I was on the bandwagon from the beginning. I've always had an idea to kind of do one of these channels because in everything that I do, almost virtually everything that I do, I see ASMR tingle opportunities. I think the reason I didn't start a channel until now is because it was kind of overwhelming, if you know what I mean. Where to start? I'm a perfectionist in a way. I have to have things perfect, and that does hold me back sometimes. Yeah, I recognize that holds me back sometimes. Oh, but I'm gonna be writing poems. I'm gonna be writing songs. And I will also be reciting poems. And not to mention songs. At the tone, please record your message. When you are finished recording, press 9 to hang up. Or call back. Oh yeah, so here's a reading. You can call me whatever. You have that choice. Just be sure to use your inside voice. I see that you talk. And I can hear that you're loud. But you are a few other things that I won't say to your crowd out loud. So proud. Because you make it seem like you've done this one good, but I can do things that you didn't. You think that I'm legit, but I'm missing my baby, and that feeling won't quit. And even on the surface, you sound foolish. Between the lines, there's trouble. And that when I quit, go real, for a fine, real bar, and drink till the pain is only a scar. So I say it this way too, productive to pray, and at days, there's still nothing left anyway. But back to the kid. You can't see the extortion, but I wish that you did. This one is going. I'm here by myself and completely alone. D-Trump. Christmas, I'm all alone. I'm all by myself and completely alone. Wishing my babies would just go back home, come back home, or the last home I've known. It isn't too bad, it's never too late. So let us commence time travel and accommodate the mess with our fates, as it relates to a story which is much more than boring. Fate, no, you don't hear me, snoring. Not through the windows, not through the walls, a choice to make calls. What I must do, because you're completely a tool, and I wasn't prepared. No, there was no more than that story about ever so gory. How about we let's read a couple of passages here. I really never go back and read this stuff. I don't have time because I write so damn much, and I draw a bunch. It gave me anxiety to go back and look at one thing, because then I feel like I'm not checking out other things which could be equally as important. Anyway, short story long, I guess. How can you move on knowing you were wrong? You remind me of the lyrics of a broken heart song. Every last one. Under the sun. Burning fun. Help me understand how I'm a better man. But by day end I end up alone in someone else's home, while someone else there sits in my chair. And who's that lounging without a care for actions unfair? It's a lesson I can teach you if you don't cause a fuss. Otherwise you'll meet the fender of a yellow school bus. Oh man, that's good. What does this one say? How could I go on and move on while I care and declare that a broken heart isn't fair? Some are light, some become too much to bear. This is what it looks like when doves cry. So ask yourself, why? Why you settle when you could be with the right guy, but he may pass you right by, and it's too late for a do-over or a do-over try. By the heat of the night, hot and too hot to handle, like walking through the desert in sandals. Yeah, I like to write and I certainly love to sing. I like to sing while coloring. I focus on the small to the tall in terms of how to do it all. Get the gold, make the paper, save it up, spend it later. You can't take it with you underground, so get up and get around. Time to travel, beginning with this town and the Puget Sound and the Columbia Basin and its hollow ground. Because you help me see, it seems I have an eyes or another old brother. It could be done in the rap. I like to write it. I love to sing. I like to sing whilst I'm coloring and focus on the small to the tall in terms of how we could do it all. Get the gold, make that paper, save it up and spend it later. You can't take it with you underground, so get up and get around. Time to travel, beginning with this town, into the Puget Sound and the Columbia Basin and its some hollow ground. Could you help me see? It seems I have an eyes for another old brother. I really miss you a lot, what you've been taught. I really miss you a lot, despite what you've been taught. A description of me with errors or rot, more than some words on a page could convey. I've got so much more to say in the way of keeping eyes on my babies. I live for my kids, not to pocket with the highest bids. It's crossed my mind in the grand design, climb onto my back and sit my soldiers like a sissy had a dime before it got the odor and I went to smolder you in love, high from above, the wing of a dove. When doves fly and pass you by, that's what it looks like when these doves cry. If I plan to stand in the sound of a live band, here are and there we go, toe to toe, for reasons that are unknown and untold to the masses of flasks in thin masks. You may think that it's trash, but I don't jump so fast because you cut off the past and last one more night in time, far more than fright and fight time. Duty so right for succeeding to the spite right. Your smile, it's contagious. Your eyes are outrageous. My brown-eyed girl from another world, always cool and nobody's fool. In fact, I teach school, so get in line. This opportunity is one of a kind. They explain it away, but we are not blind to see what someone is behind this. But I'll walk with Jesus, 'cause he knows best. I'll listen to him far more than anybody else. The only man that can judge me, and yes, he's above me. I can tell you just why we should rub it in deeper. My, how you've grown. The months have flown by. I've missed you so much that I thought I might die. I'm probably right for any lesser than I could try. The object of this poem has been flown away to the northeast, or so they say. How can we get on the same page when we dispute ideas the same age? Where will we go? What will we do? These are only thoughts for just me and you, and I'm With you I could split in two. That's pretty good for my hood, and I would stay if I could. Play that hand and win without sin. I'll say it again, without sin. Now let's begin. Out on the road, I feel. Out on the road, is a song that I started writing. It's out on the road, I feel all alone. Out on the road, I feel like alone. It's out on the road, I feel so alone. But it's never shown by me. Grown men, they don't cry. See, new place, I don't care. If I ain't you there, if I ain't got you. Out on the road, I feel all alone. It's never shown by me. Grown men, they don't cry. See, new place, I don't care. If it ain't you there, 'cause if I ain't with you, baby, it's nowhere. If you want to see me cry, you just got to say goodbye, and I'll do it. Baby, I'll do it. But if you'd like to see me frown, you just gotta step on down, and I'll do it. Yes, and I'll do it. Out on the road. Don't you know that time is such a beautiful thing? Yeah. It makes you sing from the start, the rhythm of the heart. It's a dangerous game to try and switch the blame, trying to rise to fame. But I'll mock your pigs of all the same. I'm glad that you came. Can you stay? We've got tonight, right? Why don't you stay? I think Seeger said it right. Turn off that red light, Roxanne. I'm bringing it to the light, and I already read that page, but I'm on to the next level. I just can't stop putting rhymes together and making them all level. It's incredible. It's past 4:30 again, and I'm still up. I worked all day doing moving, then rode my bike to Auburn. I just finished cleaning the trailer and fixing my networking issues. Speaking of issues, here are some tissues. I'm gonna meditate for 2 to 3 hours. Count for 16 to 24. I gather it might be closer to 8 and 12. That wasn't even a rhyme. It's unusual. That's just a normal entry. It's fine.